got to add the damage onto it from the thing, and they'll throw him property and versatility.
I'll do that, I guess. But
Yeah. I had to double check because it's like it didn't have the actual melee damage that it had, which is a D6 if one-handed, a D8 if I versatile it.
Okay, give me just a second to fix that.
Yeah.
Edit
Oh
it.
yeah, we're in a big ass city. It's gonna take forever to load the map. Yippee!
I'm so sorry.
I already got that taken care of. I'm already.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me
wait.
actually
Oh, wait.
see. Is there something I can do to make this a little smaller? Yes, there is actually. Hold up. Let's make this a ratio of instead of 14,000 width, we will make it 10,000 pixel width. That should make it a little less painful. It will mean that all of my things need to be readjusted, but it's a little smaller now. So yay.
I don't mind waiting. It's all good. What class was Alan?
Celestial Warlock.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
This thing does seem to be did you adjust it, Green?
Nope, not at all. I've just only took a look at it just to double check to see what you had for information wise. Because I noticed that we didn't have the actual damage on for the thing.
I'm looking at this and I'm looking at the damage. Try it again. I mean, I see it now.
Okay.
Yeah, all of my fucking tags are broken now, but hey, it's fine. We'll fix that real quick. Right quick.
Well, what?
Don't get too excited, I misspoke.
You heard him.
Apparently I did.
The Druid Circle.
And here I thought we were in for a fun time.
Damn.
Never.
The previous roll
We're
of Eldritch
never gonna
Brian.
have fun here.
The previous roll of Eldritch Brian could not be completed. Do you have the thing paused?
Yes.
Ooh.
What did I do?
No, I just have something that might be nice. Honestly, not for me.
And okay. I think I am.
You're shitting me.
I made the town a little bit smaller, which should help with the load times in the future.
There's no fucking way.
It was surprisingly quicker to load. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of 14,000 pixels, it's 10,000 pixels now,
Yippee.
which is almost a 50% decrease, I suppose.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, that's a decent piece.
Okay. So the damage is correct now. Good.
Okay, Boop, this is a genuine question. I'm not trying to break your game. I would just like an answer.
Yes.
How many rings can I have?
You have 2 ring fingers.
Okay, so just 2?
I'm so
I mean, you can
tempted
only
to
attune
say.
to so many, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got at least 4 fingers. Most rings will fit on easily.
Yeah.
But for balancing purposes, that's your call.
For balancing purposes, I will say 2 on each hand. That will work.
Okay.
Like, you can have
Two
more magical
on each
rings.
hand?
Yes. Oh, sorry, 1 on each hand. Because you get
One
one
okay.
ring finger. Which I think is
Fair enough.
That's
Right?
decent.
That's why I ask.
Anyways.
I'm sorry, what was the decision?
2 rings.
You get
one on
one
each
ring
hand.
per hand.
One
Mhm.
ring per
Gotcha,
hand
gotcha.
clock. Yeah.
1 magical
Mhm.
ring per hand.
Yeah, one magic ring per hand.
Anyway, that's what I want for a magical item is the Warhammer of Willpower, because that looks like a fun weapon to have for Izzy. Now for shields.
All right. Just post whatever you want in Downed and Drowned, or in Shattered, or DMs. Either's fine.
I-
And then when we can get to each other's little segments, because we're probably gonna do these segments again like we did last time. I'll just negotiate the sale
Shield.
price at that point.
Yes, okay, where's the shields at? Genetic variant, rod, shield, there it is.
Uh,
So, we will do a quick little recap on last session here.
Yeah.
So, last time you were all here, you were dealing with the fallout of having, killed a, oh my god, nope, killed a dragon. It
Dragon.
was a hell of a fight, but most of you came out unscathed, and those who were scathed, aka killed, ended up okay enough. They're good. We only had to give up several thousand gold coins worth of gemstones, and also
no, it was like 500. It was like 500 gold gem, and then the other one had to be it was a coin toss whether or not they'd come back. It's fine.
yeah. The old hellish warlock had to literally pull an I was gonna say an Orpheus, but that might not be accurate. Pull a no, Orpheus is the one who gets out of who goes to hell and comes back from hell. So-
Yes, but he was trying to get back his wife, but it didn't end well.
Fucking little dude here ended up with a new Celestial Pact instead of Infernal Pact, and everyone's just taking some time to get the ship repaired and rest and recover. This means that you guys will be spending about 3 days here just doing simple repairs on the ship, and have time to sort of explore out and about the different sections of the town, which is pretty big. We also saw that I recall the different things that you guys were doing. Mick and Izzy ended up going to the market district to get food, where Izzy discovered that some of the food there was not only used magical ingredients, but had magical properties to it, temporarily granting
A
her
+1 to strength.
a +1 to strength, and Mick, I believe it was some temporary hit points, and a not insignificant number. For each of you.
10.
Was that wrong? Was that 10? Yeah, 10's a good number. Oh my god, I forgot just how fucking... I made it smaller, but I still have to zoom in super hard to see you guys.
Mhm.
Like, look at this shit. Anyways, and that proved to be a point of interest for you. Izzy, you also went with Mick over to the entertainment district, where you discovered that your girlfriend was playing in the main entertainment hall. in this opera house that sort of goes a little underground in order to create the illusion of a larger room. It's, I guess, not an illusion. It just to make the room bigger. You are in this opera house, and it's impressive what is happening here.
Yes.
From there,
Izzy is smiling like a love-struck girl.
From there, we also have Slink and Zimnus, who had gone shopping, for partially for themselves, but also for the whole group as a whole. As there were some things that you were able to communicate with each other. As the afternoon carried on, because it's not evening, it's afternoon. Izzy managed to speak with her girlfriend and gather some sort of tickets for everyone to show up if they really want to. And I believe Mick communicated that with everyone through Sunday. Am I correct in saying?
Yes.
Sure did.
Yes, so we can all expect that. But before any of that takes place, though, we have a little bit of free time before the, I suppose, the 9 o'clock show. You have a couple of hours to burn. So, from what I recall, Ezzy was going to stay with her girlfriend, and Marsham was intrigued by a temple way over yonder. Oh, and I guess I'm red now. That's fun. And I believe that Slink was interested in maybe purchasing things not just for herself but for everyone else, and gathering some like gifts for members of the crew. And Nyan was going to head into the Twin Houses School of Magic here on Avalon.
Yes. Because there are so many questions we have yet to get freaking answered. And hopefully we can get some answers.
Also, you guys managed to get a room over at the I didn't label this one because I forgot. A room over at the Cat's Cradle Inn, which doesn't mean anything to you guys, but it means a lot to me because that was the main inn where Shattered Star did their things.
Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah, that's where we were at. Shattered Steel, I meant. Shattered Steel.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say.
Listen, my naming convention is clever but confusing.
Understandable.
Anyways, we'll return, and I think for right now, we will start. I guess I will roll the dice and see who we like go to first, because you're all sort of on your own individual side quests here. I think the only person I will nix from the potential roles is Izzy, because they had a massive scene last session with their girlfriend, so we can, and you have your performance later tonight, so that's
Yeah, honestly, understandable.
But 1, 2, 3 from left to right, Jess, Marsham, and Yan. Roll initiative, and we'll see who goes first.
Oh, brilliant.
Just we'll do it that way.
Where'd it go? Oh, there we go.
I rolled a 14. I don't know why it rolled
14?
twice, or 16. It rolled twice for some reason.
And what did you roll? You both rolled twice. Why did you both roll twice?
Why is it rolling twice? I just clicked normal.
Yeah, that's what I did. I think if Martian rolled twice.
Oh, you know why? Because your old tokens are somewhere hidden on the map.
Oh. Oh, that's a problem. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find you all and kill your doppelgangers at some point, but we'll deal with that later.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Oh, I found some of you at least. All right, let me ping the. Hold up. We're going to delete you. That's the real Jess. Jesus Christ, just in the void.
Sounds about right.
And
I
there's
did
just a
say
Martian.
something about wanting to go out the city.
There's just a Martian on the lighthouse over yonder. Nowhere near. Oh, I guess it is near the temple, but still. Yeah, we're gonna nix that. And we're gonna start off with our good old favored kobold here. Unless you need more time for your shopping ideas. Yes?
I have an idea of a couple items I'd like to get. It's just the attunement problem, but maybe I'll get them and then I'll figure out which item to unattune and which item to attune later.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll give them as gifts later. We'll see. But I do have 3 items. I'll send them to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
So give me 1 second to copy and paste those down for you.
Sure. In that case, give me a, like, at this point you would probably be shopping more on your own than with another person. So give me a, like,
Yes.
persuasion check to represent, like, your ability to haggle.
Oh, no. Okay. Persuasion. 1 second. I'm not in the negatives. That's good. Okay, let's do this.
Oh, not bad.
Hooray!
Yeah, you're able to
Nice.
sort of you were definitely able to, like, look around and find things that you are interested in. And the merchant you speak to, who is like this God, what who is the one who kind of spoke like Joe Swanson and Frog. They ended up looking at the, Jesus fucking Christ, that's a lot of items. Everything. And
It's just 4. Whether I find them or get them, that's another thing.
I think that Kronk Swanson. Yes, I believe that was the name of this of the NPC Kronk Swanson. I will say that on an 18, you are able to find the items in differing shops here and there. Let me look up what rarity are those items if you don't mind. I'll just check it here.
So for the Wyvern boat, technically I could see if I can get that commissioned, if that makes it easier, since we did take down a dragon.
Yeah.
'Cause we do have the scales, and it requires, I don't know if I was able to, with my sleight of hand, get a piece of the heart string from the dragon. I mean, we did cut it pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you like crit succeeded.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a crit success that
So
you
that's
were
a
able to hack
rare-
it
Exactly.
Rare.
perfectly.
So I'd imagine most bits of it that you want is probably for grabs.
Unless if it's the head itself, that's going to Izzy's boss.
Oh yeah.
That is uncommon. And the
I
ramp
think
up
I
one.
chose things that were not like super rare. I believe. Because the means of getting them seemed kind of far fetched.
Sure. I will say that all told, everything you bought would cost you about $2,000 in terms of gold pieces. Given everything you
Well,
bought.
I mean, one shiny piece was, I think we decided 5,000.
Oh god, that's right.
One of your
I had
Fuck.
3 gems.
the only yeah, you got like one gem that was normal, one gem that was well, you got one gem that was like 50, another gem that was 50, and then one gem that was 5,000 gold pieces.
Yes.
Do you sell that to purchase everything, or do you end up just or do you end up like going to grab money from the ship and using it to purchase the items?
I will
So Zim was with me
Zim visibly
when
freaked out.
those gems were exposed, so I would probably listen to their advice. I'm pretty sure. Oh, not Zim. Was it Zim?
It was him. It was him.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Zim.
was him.
Yeah.
So what would Zim have said at that? Because I know that Zim was like, "Oh my goodness," last time.
Yeah. Zim pretty much did basically say, "But by the gods, woman!" So you see him
Slink
visibly
don't know.
panic.
It's like
But
Slink got Chinese.
let's go, darling. Those he would like kind of pull you to the side. Go, darling. Those are for our employer. Those gems aren't for us to spend, and it's already been listed as a manifest. If we want to spend, you have to go to the ship.
Slink can't use shiny rocks.
Unless you want to get on our employer's bad side, which kind of goes there are which I don't think we want to have.
Oh.
So you go back to the
So
ship and
Slink.
grab money.
I'll go with her
Probably.
I'll go with her since I gotta grab coin too, knowing what I'm spending.
Yeah.
Slink is like going back like a child that did something wrong that she didn't know that did wrong. Slink just grab share. Shiny rock, shiny rock.
Yes,
All right.
yes, dear, I understand. He's just sort of head patting her along the way.
Slink get rock. Slink get item. Fair trade, yes?
The rock isn't ours to give, darling.
No. She looks down and she looks around to see if she can find like a pebble. Is this worth gold?
It is a rock. It is a normal rock.
Yeah.
To Slink, it's like a rock's a rock. her means of quote funds is trade between like what she remembers from her tribe is they got something of quote importance and they traded it.
So you
Yeah,
got
yeah.
so
Like,
you're
oh, you
like
found a shiny shell. I'll trade you this bowl for a shiny shell.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to just say that the items that Slink wants will set back the party inventory of gold, which is 340,000 and no, hold up, shit. They'll set back the party about 2,000 gold pieces, which is leaves everyone with 340,000 gold. And this is solid gold coins.
Yeah.
Which I learned is apparently like not even close to the amount of gold that was on the actual San Jose. There was a like fucking, it would be more accurate to say that you should have collected like hundreds of thousands of gold coins. It's like each
Which is what
doubloon
we
was worth
got.
like a pound or something. It's crazy. Anyways, you're able to purchase.
It wouldn't make sense to put that much weight on a boat, though.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Anyways, you guys will go purchase your items, and I think that Slink wanted, if I could do the import good. All right, we are going to ball and say fuck it and ball. Save. Okay. All right. So that was the wyvern. Huh? Wormshide. Okay. No, that's wrong.
Worm's hide, yes.
The Worm's Hide Bow, the Tempest, Griffin's Bracers, and the Ring of Healer's Heroism.
I believe these two are common as well. I think.
Yes, they are, which is why
double
the
check.
cost was relatively low, all things being equal. And Ring, and the Ramp Up Ring.
I think you have to put one of those little, that little space thingies. Dash.
There we go.
Hooray!
I forgot that I am sharing my DM view, not your, not. I should change it to be the stream view.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I have secrets to keep.
Many
but-
secrets.
But Slink, I have added the required items to your inventory, and you are
muchos
now
gracias.
gaming. Got it.
Shinies for you, shinies for me.
Okay, then going through the shopping of everyone, since in this order, I guess, since we have it. Nyan, what were you purchasing?
I posted it in Downed and Drowned already, or reposted it. I made a thing.
Uncommon,
Screenshot, Will.
rare, very rare, and rare. Okay. Very rare was discounted to 5,000 before. So we will go from this. Uh, 7,500. An uncommon item will run you back 500. So 8 grand for everything you have so far on your list.
That's all right. I take it I wouldn't be able to haggle any of that, would I?
Roll me a persuasion check. Mick is gonna have a field day with this when it's their turn to haggle.
I only got a +1. Let's see how this goes.
In before Nat 1.
Nope. So yeah,
Afraid.
I'm just paying that 8 grand.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get this at a pretty solid going
Is Slink
normal rate.
with them?
I
Can
would
Slink
presume that
assist?
What?
No, we're separate. That's right. We're all doing our own thing.
I think you were all doing your own thing at this point.
Yes.
If Yeah.
So no. Unless you have some other form of giving
Zach.
yourself advantage, no.
Negative.
So you're paying full price for these, so that's 8k gold.
Yeah.
Oh no. You're hundreds of thousands of credits worth of money. Oh no.
Oh no, it's actually being
losing.
used.
It's being used. Oh no.
I wonder if I can get property here.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. Next, we're just gonna run through the the shopping scenes, because presumably at some point, you would have all been able to go through the markets and look at stuff. Actually, I think I'm gonna hold off on this because these two were in the markets a lot. You two are not, so I'm gonna actually run your scene, Marcia, before any shopping stuff happens.
Okay.
Yay! I'm excited.
You step forth and find yourself drawn to this place, and it's bizarre for a variety of reasons. You know that this is Avalon, and you know that this is close to the British Isles, and at the very least could technically be considered a part of Europe. Of Avalon could technically be considered a part of the British Isles, even though it's very well hidden by magic. And with this newfound sort of relationship that you've established through the Astral Sea, you find yourself going through a bit of the sort of slums area of Avalon here. It's not to say that the people here are starving or in pain, but it's just very clear that these buildings have at some point been hit hard by some form of heavy weather damage. The people who live here are still decently capable. It'd be safe to assume that everyone in Avalon has at least like enough magic to be considered like a first level wizard, minimum. But these people here have quite definitively stayed at the minimum. They don't seem like they're very well off. In fact, it'd be pretty clear to say that some of them may even have a negative constitution, making their wizard HP even lower. So that's sort of what you're dealing with. Throughout, as you look through the houses and see the people around, there are one or two people who do look like they could be involved in some underworld, and that does lead to them looking more formidable. But for the most part, people are just staring at you because you're new in town. They notice your mark and they know not to fuck with you, but they're still curious. And with each step, you get closer and closer to your goal, which is a large temple. Or maybe not the temple itself, but the graveyard in front of it. The map is active and the scene is yours. What you doing?
That's a great question. Right now, I'm just going to start walking the main path. And as I have a question and then something I'd like to roll for.
What is your question?
The question is, do I know where my mother was buried?
I feel like that's given your history.
My guess is probably not.
You'd probably suspect that some like ritual happened to the body due to their history, but you probably don't have any specific thing in mind.
Okay.
A specific knowledge on where exactly they would be buried.
Okay. And number 2, what do I recognize any of the gods represented in this, if any, represented here?
Give me a religion check.
Sure. Oh shit.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Oh, hell
Damn.
yeah.
We will
Oh.
give it to this. Sorry?
I'm sorry, what was the roll? I missed it because I had to reload the tabs.
Religion.
Yeah. Oh, I meant what was the number?
22.
22?
Nice.
22?
22.
I'm sorry. That's a reference that a lot of people won't get, but maybe I should do. As you look around,
I mean, you know the 2 that I'm looking for.
Forgotten, the temple of this forgotten god. It's not necessarily that you see a specific god or like markings of undeath. It's rather just confusing. You're a well-learned individual. You're well-traveled. You're not the smartest tool in the shed, but you're definitely not stupid. And as you're looking around trying to like uncover like, all right, this is interesting, even if nothing else from us, like this could be a story. It is as if you are looking at a bunch of different types of graves, types of people. It looks like haphazardly put together rituals from different communities and different places on the earth. You've been at sea before. You know that the traditions in Mesoamerica are different from the traditions in what would be considered, I think at this point, the U.S. definitely exists. What would be considered normal in the U.S. And in North America, or in Eastern Asia is different, and in Europe it's different, in Africa it's different. You'll see different sigils and symbols of disparate religious figures, and all of them seem to be honored here. And it's hard to say whether or not this is a temple to a specific god or every god, but it seems that this community has treated it as a temple to every god. And weirdly, you think that every god does have a place here. Like it's so chaotic and disparate, but it works. And as you walk through this graveyard, you get a chill down your spine as, oh yeah, this is a hallowed place. You'd think it wouldn't be, considering how disorganized, but very hallowed, very holy, and very
would not be the first time Mick has found comfort in chaos.
Yes. Is there anything else you'd like to do with that information?
Yeah, so you said that the temple itself, are we talking about the big one towards the north of the graveyard itself?
Yes, the temple itself is, so this is what you're observing of the graves themselves. But if you look, but the temple itself looks to have at one point been to some one unified entity of some kind, because it looks the most put together out of everything here. It's all in one clear style. It's all clearly worships something, but everything surrounding it would lead it to believe that it doesn't have a specific how should I say, patron god.
Okay. So I'm getting the vibe that the temple itself was to a god, but the graveyard is to all.
Yes. And
Okay.
taking that in mind, you haven't stepped inside the temple, so you can only like guess based on the outside of it right now.
Yeah, I'm just standing at the foot of the steps of the temple right now.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. As you peer inside, it is a little, the doors do appear to be made out of like a heavy stone. There is like a handle for someone to pull it open. But very heavy looking.
I'm just gonna slowly walk up the steps, trying not to make a lot of noise. Don't need to disturb the dead.
Do you try to go inside?
I want to try to see if I can hear anything on the inside before I brazenly walk in.
As you put your ear to the wall, there is a silence and a stillness, and that comes from there. Either it's well insulated from sound, or it is just completely quiet inside.
Are there any offerings outside or anything on the outside that might indicate that people don't go in to worship or leave offerings?
As you're looking around, there are offerings in front of like different people's there are there are offerings in front of people that people's graves and such for those who have fallen. But as you're looking at this specifically,
Yeah, like right outside the doors of the
there don't
temple.
appear to be anything inside that would indicate the temple itself is in any way. It does seem like there are some people who maybe do open the door.
Okay.
And as you look down, like no perception check required at all for this. It is very, very there are some signs of like dust being moved and these doors opening. It looks like they can open, but they just aren't right now.
Okay. Well, I go in.
Oh boy. Let me see. Give me just 1 minute, because I didn't know. I was
Sure.
expecting you to interact with the graveyard, not the temple. So I may need a.
Well, you kept pushing me towards the temple.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's fair.
But as you sort of see, as you see everything that's here.
I'm not going to go inside. I'm just going to open the door and look in.
No, it's okay. As you like peer in, it is quite a lot. You are looking at the style of this is reminiscent of like the you would be familiar with like the Eternal Flame as the primary, not the most popular monotheistic religion, because there are still people who do worship the old gods, but like has quickly, like within the past couple hundred years, developed into the most prevalent but not the only religious organization here. You will see like inside this temple that is just like a stone box opens up to be a grand cathedral of some kind. And you will see as you step inside, not as you step inside, because you said you didn't, but as you look inside, you will see that there is some light sort of peering through the at the very center of it all, and there is a statue that appears to be of like an angel of some kind within. And you probably don't know exactly what. You may not know exactly what these angels. It seems like they're reaching up to something, and this is the scene here. Hold up. Let's go gambling.
I'm blind.
No, you're not. Maybe?
Oh boy.
Are you on the
There's
map?
two of me!
I put you down, but you haven't loaded in yet.
I'm here.
Not on my screen. Let me Oh, there we go.
There's two of me.
I see them. Pick your favorite one. And I will delete the other.
And the other one dies.
No,
Yeah.
please.
Which one's your favorite? Pick your favorite child right here, right now. Do it.
This one, the one I'm flipping, that I definitely didn't just break again because you know what?
All
Delete
right.
that one.
Delete that one.
I've
You
changed
Paper
my
Mario.
mind.
You Paper Mario'd yourself to death.
Cannot believe that I
True
just
stream,
changed his
that's
name
some
to.
stuff.
It's so true. Cannot just believe I flat Stanley'd him.
I will
Fuck, this map's pretty.
as you look around, you'll see that it is mostly dark, but there is a sort of divine energy emitting from not necessarily the angels themselves, but from just from the area itself. Like it seems like there's just like the halo that causes this area to be receptive to every type of religious belief comes from this, from whatever ritual was performed on this temple in this artifact. And you will see that within here there is also like an organ, a grand organ that would play out to the entire congregation. But as you look around, you'll see the area, though relatively clean, is dusty. It seems that people don't use this as temple very much. It's well maintained, but more as a artifact rather than a genuine religious, spiritual center.
So you said that this place seems like it's intentionally vague as to not specify the type of gods it's here to represent.
Yes,
Okay.
but it is very vague, and because of that, it has been very useful to people, just because it's this place where divine magic can flourish. But because it's so vague, no priest priests would rather make their own like small shrines or
Yeah.
to preach at home or
No-
what have you.
No one particular power holds sway here.
Yes.
Cool. Perfect. So is there any like modifications to the scene that I need to keep in mind? Or is this should I take the map as is?
Almost as is.
Okay.
I will make one small change here. The slight modification that I would make
Damn.
was the color and the eminent glow coming from the statue itself is far
Shit's bright.
brighter and multicolored. It doesn't seem to stay on one particular color as well. I might be able to turn down the brightness a little bit though. Give me a sec. Let's go with this a little bit. And knock this down a few pegs. It's a little better, I think. I don't know. Anyways, but that's otherwise you can take it at the map as is.
We good?
Yes.
I think maybe internet died on that. I thought my internet died for a second.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you
Who?
hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
cool. Yeah, I think maybe things died on Boop's end because
Hmm.
his stream
Oh, the
stopped
stream
playing.
is still up.
That's so weird.
Wait,
hold on.
You might
Mine's
hear
just giving me an infinite loop.
Oh boy. That's certainly one of the problems of all time. Change the region on the voice channel? Maybe. Can you hear me, Blue? Stream, can you hear me? All right, that's a development. Right channel. Overview. I mean, it's on the right server. Let me refresh this. Like completely shut down and restart Discord. Okay. All right. So weird. I mean, all right.
Hello?
Hello, I'm gonna add everyone to a call because apparently that works, but my server doesn't. Crazy.
Oh,
Marsham,
interesting. At least we can hear you. Or at least I can hear you.
Nyan. And I'm also missing one person, and that would be Green. Green. Oh, no, I do not know you. Green, Mesor, Neanderthal, Martian. All right. This is how we're going to do this for now,
Hello.
because for some reason it didn't. Every other channel worked, not the original one.
That's
Weird.
huh.
It
That is
ain't a
weird.
real session if there ain't some scuff.
There was already scuff. It was already a real session. Now it's just
Yes.
more.
Now we just need to get Jess.
I invited her.
AKA Jess getting the call, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Join the
Oh,
call 3. The new one. Jess. Join this call. I literally can't.
there
copy
she
you.
is.
There's the
Hey.
sweetheart.
Okay.
Hooray!
Yippee!
All right. But yes, Marsham, this scene is as is. You are welcome to explore at your leisure.
Hmm.
Well, I don't plan on dragging this out very much. He is gonna walk pretty much right up. Map big. And I assume that he doesn't see or hear anyone in here. It's just him.
Give me a perception check.
All right.
What's a 15? With a dirty 20.
20 total.
No, there isn't. To your knowledge, there isn't anyone here. It's just looking empty.
All right. If I don't see or hear anyone else in the vicinity, because I have my own background music going and it's frustratingly loud.
You're good. Take your time.
Okay. If there's nobody else here, I'm just gonna walk straight up here, directly up to what I assume to be either a massive piano or some sort of organ system.
Yes, this organ is completely as is. Were you able to hear me when I described it or no?
I don't think so. I remember you taught. I asked the question of whether I can take the map at face value, and you said yes with an exception, and then your mic went dead.
The exception was the lights were not just gold; they were this multicolored nature as well.
Okay.
But you will see the organ, the angels, all seemingly reaching out towards the light itself.
I will ask one question before I do anything else.
You may ask it.
Has Mick ever played a piano or organ before?
The way you describe your character, it's probably not super likely that you have, but it's also very within the your whole deal to be able to like figure it out on your own, because you're very adaptable.
That, and I did build him under the assumption that he was kind of a seeker of new experiences. So the idea that he
You've maybe played a piano before, but maybe not an organ, because those are specifically
probably not an
religious
organ.
things. Yes.
Yeah.
Not because the organ is not because you've never wanted to, but because like when do you ever get
Shit's
an opportunity
loud.
to touch it?
Yeah. People tend to be like, what
fuck are you doing with that?
What you
Leave
doing
it
here, bud?
alone.
What you doing here, bud?
But weirdly, you're looking at a scene where nobody is here.
I'm gonna step up, and I'm just gonna play a single chord and see what happens.
Major, well, I guess it doesn't.
Major.
Major. Okay. Do, mi, so, ra.
How loud is it?
It echoes throughout the building. It is loud enough that anyone can hear it all throughout the room. But considering
Okay.
how soundproof how like thick the stone walls are in this place, you're unsure if it can be heard from outside, but it is definitely resonant. And it is not too loud, save for maybe a bit too loud for you considering how close you are to the thing, but like you can tell listening to this thing. It would sound heavenly to people in the congregation. Just a few steps back in the pews, it would be for someone who, if a person had never heard someone play, if you were to play this in a massive concert here, it could be beautiful, bring people to tears. The instrument is perfect.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do two things.
Yes.
I'm going to take out 2 coins. I'm going to place them, 2 gold coins. I'm going to place them both on top of the machine up past where the keys are, where like the sheet music would normally sit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to place 1 down. I'm going to go and say, well, been a bit. This one's for you, Mom. I'm gonna place the other one down. And to the one that I talked to. I heard you back on the ship. I don't know what you did, but I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I'm gonna sit down. And I think Mick would probably play as close as he can get to what he can remember was his mother's favorite song.
Give me performance check.
Sure. Do I get any situational bonus?
Give yourself a bardic inspiration.
Fuck yeah. Ooh, that's right. My own bardic inspiration?
Yes, your own.
Because that's a D8 now.
Yes.
Let's go. I think I did this right. $24.
You play this haunting melody. Your mother was never a particularly cheery person. Call it a side effect of her situation, her station in life. It's never something it was never something super it was never something like sort of hopeless, but it was also it was like a bittersweet sound to it. And I think as you play, you will end up finding yourself playing out a very simple but beautiful rendition of not Amazing Grace, Oh Danny Boy, I think would be most accurate. And I'm not gonna sing it myself because that's a little much. But the song, it's bittersweet, describing how a person would go out as they grow older, moving away from their family, living their life, and how the parents would be happy out of them, but still want them to, every now and then, come back and visit them. And if, or more accurately, when they die, they would like them to visit their grave as well. Very fitting, considering your own her own experiences, but I think you even find yourself moved to tears here. Maybe
Oh,
not
definitely.
bawling tears, but it's just. Have you ever heard "Oh Danny Boy"?
Have I ever heard it?
Yes.
I think so.
Has everyone else heard it?
I have never
Who's
heard
the
that
artist?
song before. No.
Oh boy, it is a traditional Irish tune. I figured this might come up, so I actually did have this one ready.
Yippee.
I will read out the lyrics here. Part of me is tempted to like, I can sing this, but
Yeah. It's practically
I
obligated
will.
on mine, but yeah.
Obligated? Sorry?
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Wait, what
I'm
happens?
Irish. If I haven't learned that song, that would have been disgraceful. On my end as
Oh,
well.
okay. I thought you said no, you're obligated to sing it. Like, what the fuck?
No. No.
I guess I'm a disgrace then. Damn.
I'm.
Your family
I
situation
guess
is
I-
fucked, Arsham. You're okay.
That's true.
But I guess
Fair.
fuck. Now I want to because you guys haven't heard it. Okay. Would it be
No,
cringe if I
no.
did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I will just read out the first verse here. Oh, Danny Boy, the pipe. Actually, no, I'll just copy paste. I'm too lazy. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
copy paste that shit.
Yeah,
But
probably for the
I
best.
will post it both in chat and in the Foundry as well.
Yippee.
But those are the lyrics. And as you finish playing, you will look up.
Oh, fuck, dude.
What?
Oh, no. No wonder that would be her favorite song. Oh, no.
I mean, it makes sense. She wasn't a bad mom. She was just kind of caught up in a weird crowd.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm expressly not saying anything specific. But as you do,
I know.
As you finish this song, you will turn around and you will see not specific silhouettes of people in the congregation, but vague shadows sitting here listening to you play. And there are several people just who you presume have died. Tall people. They're like vague silhouettes will sort of betray the anonymity here, and you will see like some of them have wings and appear to be like Aarakocra. Some of them have thin tails like a tabaxi might, and like the cat ears on top of their heads as well. And others have draconic sort of silhouettes as dragonborns or kobolds, and elvish people and more traditional humanoids as well. It seems like every color, creed, and orientation came by to listen to you play a song for the dead.
Once I'm done with a song and have turned around and seen this, he just like stops for a second, like reflexively kind of like sees that they don't appear to be hostile.
They aren't. They're just sort of like, some of them appear to be crying, some of them appear to be praying, some of them just are watching. Just watching you.
And he just takes a deep bow. Just like a performer's bow at the end of a play.
Yeah. As you do, some will clap, some will stand up and try and give you an ovation, but you'll only feel a very slight reverberation, almost like a deep, low rumble of the room, and it's more of like people shuffling around, not the sound that they're making. And it's, I suppose, a little bit cold as well, but they are happy to have you there. As you see, though, rise from your bow, you will see one in particular looking back to you. One figure sort of looks back to you, and you will see sort of standing at the base of the organ itself, just sort of watching more intently than the others with their visage. the god that had attuned to you, and by mere chance is sitting on a old gnarled wooden chair and is giving you a polite applause, and that is the only definitive applause that you can hear in the temple.
Seeing him again, Mick just kind of visibly much more wary than the last encounter, kind of reflexively or like nervously fidgeting with the little dragon leather little wristband, I guess, that he made for himself while he was carving the creature up with wow, immediately forgot her name.
Slink.
Thank you. Slink. I am a disgrace.
You're okay. I mean,
You're
it's
good.
okay to be. You're fine.
There's
I mean,
lots of.
I'm
there's
not
lots of
gonna
characters and
say you're
peoples.
wrong or anything, but I am gonna say you're wrong.
I mean, sometimes it's better to be disgraced than it is to be loved, but not like that.
Loved for something you're
Ah,
not.
yes, pretty much. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Listen, I have had 3 kobolds whose names start with S in as many months. Okay.
That's my fault. Smile.
Yeah. Slink, Scoot, and then a character I played that I'm pretty sure also started with S. Anyways.
Sing the Flarking song. No, chat. I will not be singing the song unless I get the go-ahead from everyone, and I know it would be cringe. So no. But as you look, you will hear the voice echoing throughout the temple. Very well done.
Well, I won't ever half-ass a performance.
I see. Especially, I suppose not. You wouldn't half-ass someone's favorite song after all.
Go figure, you'd know why I played that.
Of course. After all. Continue.
I just like glance back to where I left both of those gold coins. Are they still there?
What do the gold coins represent? Sorry, I forgot.
The coins I had put where the sheet music normally goes were a one of the first one was to his mother and her god, and the other was to the motherfucker in front of me.
Yeah, one of them is gone.
Figures.
He'll sort of continue. I can assure you, she is in this very room. I am not so cruel that I would deny Mother the ability to view her son's performance.
She's here?
She is.
I'm just gonna like looking past, like shielding my eyes, like someone up on stage would have to shield my eyes from the light behind me,
Mhm.
trying to see if I can find her.
Give me perception check, but the like hazy, like shadowy filter on them, this ephemeral
assume
effect on them
disadvantage?
makes it a disadvantage. Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
God damn.
Oh shit, that's still pretty good. Oh my god, 20? With disadvantage?
That's a dirty 20. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Where's my mom?
All right. Honey, you will find. They will find like a shadowy silhouette. At this point, you may have had like some struggle looking at it, but this god sort of just like does a motion that looks to you as close to rolling their eyes as the one could get, given through that like massive mask. Okay. And as you do, he will simply raise a finger to point at one of the spirits. And you will see a sort of haunting, like, silhouette of a shadowy person. And you can tell why. And you can tell it's not, they don't like point out the specific person, but like they give you the vague general direction. And you will see, let me find art that I can actually copy paste. This is an AVI file, which is wrong. Holy shit. Sorry, I'm just like going through old art and like I found an old ghost art that I used and I'm like, wow, nostalgia. Forgive me. I don't have
Yeah, I don't need to know where she is. I don't plan on interacting with her much, but
you will see just a vague silhouette of a person.
the only
And-
thing I need to know is
That's what you see.
freaky.
And they will sort of raise and wave, I suppose.
Hard to see any features at all other than just being pretty sure.
You see this figure.
Hello?
You don't really see any other specific figures. It's honestly almost indistinguishable from the other spirits here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. But that is all Iran will grant you. And we'll simply continue the conversation. Most people, after meeting me, would not be so interested in walking through a graveyard. But here you are past it, and at the altar to, well, something grander than I would say.
Wouldn't be the first time I've had an unusual audience.
I doubt that.
I appreciate what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing. This, I'm sure you may very well be aware. The last thing that a person forgets when they're about to die is their favorite song, the music, the celebration, the dancing. It is why people sing to the dead. It is why people create music to remember. Remember a lost love, a warm summer's day, or a child that has gone away. My favor is not very easily earned, but it seems as though hate has a way of making things simple.
I ain't much for fate or faith, but I know music. It's kind of what I do.
I'm aware. I'm aware. I don't mean to antagonize you. This is not doing that much would be beneath me. But I figured that if you were doing this for the dead, you might as well make your audience bigger. Of course, though, this cannot stand.
And you will see that he sort of snaps his fingers, and every single person who is milling about, going about their day, enjoying the music and like reminiscing and celebrating and applauding to you, stops. And then they will all slowly mist away.
There's a bit of visible pain on his face as the one that he's pretty sure was his mom disappears, but that's about it.
I am not. I'm aware that this is painful, but I assure you they are fine. They know. They know everything that they could know. And it is not my realm, is not a cruel one. And I must be benevolent to my denizens, because soon all will join me in my kind.
Well, whenever I do, I hope I go out singing. And I'm gonna start walking down the steps towards the front doors.
As you like turn away to like face the steps and turn back, you will see that they have completely disappeared, like a figment of your imagination.
Fucking gods. And I leave. It's shopping time.
Okay. Cool. So as you go shopping, what items are you looking for?
Okay. I have a list. I have
Oh,
several.
Boy.
However, half of them are not for me.
Hog.
Based.
Let's see. There's also one that I'd like to modify because I don't want it to be as strong as it is. So let's just do them in order.
Hog.
I would like a. Actually, hold on. Before I start listing these off, because we can skip to somebody else's stuff first. If I need to edit the list. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 9 items in this list.
Okay.
Listen, most of them are for the crew, okay? Most of them are for crew or someone else, okay?
Okay, sure. The 13-man crew.
Okay. Yeah, I will tell you all of the ones except for one, which I will DM you. I would like a instrument of the bards, the Anstruth harp. I don't know if we can just flavor that as being like a hurdy-gurdy of some kind.
Yeah, we can.
So, I don't need to change anything else about it. Just that it's a hurdy-gurdy because it's his item of choice. Periactive wound closure. Because fuck that shit. Ring of Healer's Heroism. Which is very fun. Should I be like reading out what these do, or
If you wouldn't mind typing them out so I can look through them,
Sure.
I can add them a little better.
I will send them in the Down and Drowned.
Oh, I got one of
thingy.
those. The Ring of Healer's Heroism. I bought one of those.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's so cool.
Yeah, but I'm giving it to Alan, I think, because I feel bad.
Oh,
and
sure.
I think that would be appropriate for him.
So how do you want me to do this? Do you want me to just like one by
DM.
one send them?
DM the list and then I will look them
Oh,
up
okay.
to tell or put them in Down and Drowned, whatever works best for you.
Yes.
I will put them in Down and Drowned. I will send all of the ones I don't mind everybody knowing about to Down and Drowned. Do you want me to just send the list of names like Nian did there?
Yeah,
'Cause-
names and rarities
Yeah.
are ideal.
Works for me.
But while you do that,
Yep.
I will run a scene here. So you guys did your shopping, and Marsham's doing her shopping now. But we'll start off with Slink first, since they were the dirty 20 on that initiative roll initially. And you said you were going to head back to the boat, correct?
Yeah, we go get the shinies. Trade the shiny rocks for the shiny gold.
Oh, presumably at this point you would have already purchased everything. Your goal was to give it
so
to people.
Yeah,
give
so
Alan
the ring. Yeah, Slink felt bad about what happened, so she thought maybe getting a little ring, a piece off a ring might smooth things over, maybe.
Yeah.
For some reason, my map is not loaded. Let me try refreshing again. I see your screen, but I cannot move around.
I could try to make the map a little smaller. That might help a little. Let's make it.
It might just be my internet too. Who knows?
it 8,000. All right.
I'm refreshing
now
it right now to see if it'll load up.
Yeah, I'm slowly but surely making the map way smaller every time.
Just don't break
Yes.
anything on your end. I can always tell you where I want to go, and you can just drag me around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The map
But
doesn't
don't-
look, but I can still interact with my character like via like rolling stuff.
Okay.
So I'm assuming we went back to the boat, we got the gold, and then we went back to town, buy the items, and then I assume pull back. But I know there's also the concept. I don't know far or how long it takes to go from market to boat.
Considering
Doesn't
it's
look like
like
it's too
literally
far.
right there, not very long.
5 minutes at most.
For me, the
Wait,
boat
is the
now
boat supposed to
on
be
the city.
in the city?
I was about to
The
say,
boat
it
is
looked-
not supposed to be on top of the city. I just moved the map smaller so that it would load faster for people, and that means I have
Yes.
to adjust
I was gonna say.
all aspects of the boat, including
Yes.
where the fuck it was.
I wonder how my pig is doing.
Pigging around.
Boink.
Living its best life, probably.
Yep. Russ is probably living his best life.
All right. There we have it. There, thar Weeblo. Where
Yarr.
the fuck? Oh, there the fuck. There's you. Slink has just been yeeted to the random place. Okay, cool.
This is fine. Slink wanted to look around and slink about anyways.
All right.
That little
s-
Lego man.
Where? Oh, right.
Okay,
Right, that
Lego
was-
man.
This is my list.
Lego man.
The boy.
The Lego
Back to
man
the-
who's a fan of Izzy's girlfriend's music.
I'm going to teleport them way over yonder.
So true.
By the way, Izzy clone right here.
No,
Thank
there
you.
isn't. Alan, you will head back to the boat and look around. And as you do, look for at the for everyone. You will see that the captain will just like turn to you and say like, no, we looking for Alan.
Yes, where? Where is Alan?
Headed out for a sec, he said. So they were gonna try and take a look at some things.
Oh,
They said they were probably gonna head over to the entertainment district, but kind of seemed a little shady or sketchy. I don't know. Didn't seem like himself, so I'd
oh.
Let me just move him just so that he's there.
if you could find him around, that'd be ideal.
Alan look upset.
His words were, and I quote, "I need some air." And
Oh.
said they wanted to be left alone for a bit. Given all that happened, Yeah, I let it happen. Figured he'll be back, or he won't. I hope he'll be back, but I don't know.
You know Alan for a long time?
Sorry?
She's asking how long the captain has known Alan for.
You think about it for a moment. A few years now? Member of my crew for relatively recently.
She like nods her head and then like rummages through her bag and she's like, I see. Will Alan like this? And she holds up the like ring of the hero ring.
He'll give it a little look-see and think, well, Alan tends to like shiny things, and that thing is most certainly shiny, so there. I'd say your odds of making him happy with that are pretty good.
She gives a little smile. It's like, oh, good. And then it kind of like fades away. She kind of scratches her head and is like, Slink may have made Alan upset. Slink, not good with words.
Oh. That would explain it.
Slink find shiny, give peace offering. Maybe make better.
He'll think for a moment. What was the argument about?
Oh, Slink asked about Alan. Why Alan upset? Alan was upset last night. Slink asked, said something Slink shouldn't have said about his family. His clutch, his hatchling.
That would do it.
Slink no mean it. Slink did not know. Slink also no have family.
Yeah, but Alan's a bit of a special case. The captain will sort of look to you and sigh. And as they do, they will hop down and say, it's pretty likely he would be, well, I don't know too much about Alan, but I do know that his family was a sore spot. Something happened to them. And they died. But I'd say if you're reminiscing about the dead, there's a place you could go. If you do want to find it.
Yes, Slink must find. Make things better.
Captain will try to like grab onto your shoulder to get your attention and like point forward over past the amphitheater and past the sort of like cove town here and the lighthouse at the point with the highest elevation in the island, which still admittedly is not super high. He would point towards the temple. Or more specific. From what I've heard from the reports Simnus made about the island, presumably you mentioned the island, I don't know. I assumed. I don't know. That there's a graveyard there. May very well be that Might be reminiscing there.
Oh, Slink understand.
Captain will give you a little pat on the back and say, "All right, off you go then. Enjoy your time off. I've got the Bunny Brothers working overtime. They are not happy, but we'll make do."
What
do
Slink?
you- Mhm.
Can Slink help?
What? The captain thinks for a moment and then looks down at you, and you can see that he's mulling things over, but then kind of realizes that your everything that they know about you would lead him to believe that your intelligence is a -1.
Slink just she don't know.
Yes.
She's just like, oh, this is like almost my family. Maybe I could contribute.
And he'll just we're all right. I've got a bunch of other people here, and well, sort of leans down
Maybe,
to get a bit closer. Look, it is no secret that you and the diving crew were instrumental in making sure that the ship didn't destroy itself in that storm. So take as long as you need. We'll make do. All right? Our gift to
She
you.
nods her head. Slink understand. Maybe Slink get food. Yes. No one go hungry. Never enough food.
We got that. I've got Triana and the first mate, the elven girl, sort of running a supply run on basic materials and both repair and survival amenities.
Oh, okay.
Well, what?
Okay. Plenty food. Yes, very good. She nods her head, very happy about what she's hearing. Slink have plenty of food. Good. Oh, Slink must hurry. Find Alan. Make things better fast.
Right on. And you will head off to find him then.
Yep, she gives a little salute and then just scurries off full speed.
Probably closer to Gator.
Yeah.
So you will go fucking sliding around going to find Alan?
Yep.
I think it is a very sort of simple journey over. There are roads that have they're cobblestone roads. Some of them do appear to be weather worn, but they're ultimately all right. And as you do move over here, it would take you a second to look around and see. But you won't give me a perception check here. Or investigation, whichever one is higher.
Do we cross paths as I'm leaving?
Probably. You're not crossing paths right now specifically, but probably, yeah. At this point, you would still be inside.
Perception.
Yes, at this point, you would still be inside the temple, mid-performance.
Dope.
You will look around and you don't see anyone. But then you will see a sort of... You don't see anyone in the graveyard specifically, but as you do, you'll look on around and not at the graveyard, but then you'll see a small, pale white kobold. Not within, but just outside of the graveyard. you will see, at this point, Alan is maybe 15 feet below you just due to the elevation change. As you just look at him sort of staring off into the water, sitting on this deck. Clearly trespassing because there's no way he was allowed to walk onto this deck with, because it is a sort of private dock for a small fishing vessel by the looks of it. But he's just there looking listlessly at the sea.
She's like excited to see him, but at the same time she like kind of holds herself back a little bit, knowing like, oh, this is gonna be she's not happy. She doesn't really know how to like say sorry, so she's kind of pondering in her head how to go about it. Then she just kind of like slowly starts to walk over to him as she still tries to ponder and mull over what she should say.
Mhm.
Alan?
You slide down and meet him, and he'll turn around like,
Huh? Oh, hi. Good to see you. I guess.
She like kind of like fiddles with her tail for a moment, and then she's like, Slink, no, she make Alan upset. Did not mean to. And then she goes through her pouch. Slink, not very good with words. Slink wanna somehow make things better. So she kind of raises her hand with the ring in it. Slink saw this and thought of Alan. Maybe help make things better.
Wait, what?
and he will turn to look at you, step forward, and do
Not
you
much,
hand them the ring?
but
And I
I
assume
should
you,
like put it in his hand.
Wow. That's really cool. How did you get this?
Slick, look high and low. Talked to many people, and found this. Thought it sound useful. Yes.
Yeah.
he'll sort of just like scratch the back of his neck and just like look. Give me an insight check here. Not too bad. You're looking at someone who, dragon scales don't get super flushed, so it's a bit hard to tell when someone is like taken aback or surprised, but you do see like genuine surprise and like the look of someone who's not sure how to deal with this because this has never happened to them before.
Yeah, I've thanks. And sorry. I you don't need to apologize. I do. A lot's different. My it's like I have a different. I suppose I quite literally do have a different voice in my head. And it wants me to forgive you, but at the same time, there's really nothing to forgive. I fucked up. You didn't know, and it's not your fault.
Slink,
This
understand,
whole-
though. Losing family is hard.
Yeah. I was once really proud of my colors, of being what I am. We were kobolds, we served a dragon. We fed them, kept them happy, filled their hoard. And in return, we were supposed to be kept safe. That's the deal. One that makes sense. But the thing about white dragons, they don't care. They don't care about what you give them, what you offer. They only understand one thing, and that is hunger. And they leave everything else a frozen waste. This dragon one day decided our gifts were not enough. Found themselves particularly hungry and ate every single person. In desperation, I grabbed like a weapon. Turns out it was cursed. Made a deal, and here I am. Here I was. Now I'm dead. I died. I'm not dead anymore. And instead of a demon on my shoulder, there's an angel. I don't deserve it. But I don't deserve it. But you didn't deserve that outburst either.
Sometimes it's better to let out what is inside. Sometimes terrible things happen, yes, but good things come from it. We lost our family to something terrible, but in the end, we found new family. You crew, you gain new friends, new companions, new safe clutch. Slink, find Master. Master, take care of Slink. Slink, make more friends. Maybe make new family. That, yes, sad, hurt, but better future. Yes, better. Can make better. We kobolds, small, not very strong, but together we can be strong. We can be better, do better things, better than what was. We learn, right? Yes, yes.
Give me a charisma check at advantage.
Where's my charisma at?
Just the charisma stat. Click that and then roll it at advantage. I mean, the odds of you rolling a second nat one here is like impossible.
It's not a saving
1 in
throw.
300.
Oh, there it is.
Literally the charisma stat, just d20 plus 2.
Yeah, on the
roll
very
at
top.
advantage.
I'm all looking towards the skills.
My god. That was a natural
I can't
20.
say it. But say-
It
Nice.
didn't show up. There we go.
Yeah.
It's about time the dice finally remembered you exist. Honestly, valid. Very valid for a cute little story arc here.
Mhm.
Alan's sort of just like looking at you and
Yeah. Gods above, I don't deserve this.
and he will start crying
And she's
and
like,
like
oh no.
fall down
no,
to
no,
his
cry.
knees and just like sob and just like the same thing is like coming through his head is like, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve this. Just like echoing through like the tears here.
She's like, oh no, and looks around and then's like, oh, and she like goes to like hug him. Hug make feel better, yes. Hug good.
He will hug you.
She's like happy that she gets hugged, but still feels bad that he's like crying. We did good today. We took down dragon. One less mean dragon. We are strong.
He will nod. He will think,
My whole life, ever since that night, I had to fight, steal, kill, to live. I have done very bad things. And I
She shakes her
Don't
head and she's like,
deserve-
no, you are. She's like, no, you survivor. You do it. You need to survive. It's like not do good things either. Also had to steal and do bad things, but one must survive.
Yeah.
And then she remembers and she pulls out of her little pocket one of the dragon scales and gives it to him. Remember, you are strong. We are strong. Dragons can be killed. They are not gods. They are nothing but creatures. Creatures that can be taken down.
Yeah,
he'll wipe the tears from his face.
yeah. Thank you, Slink.
And then he gives you another hug now that he's standing up.
She smiles and her tail wags as she hugs him back.
All right. Let's go back.
Oh, there is show. Would Alan like to go to show? As she explains like the weird like voices in her head. Was it a message via voice like
It would have been
forgot what
ascending,
it-
I believe. Ascending. is what it was.
Sending Stone, right?
Specifically, it got sent to Zim, and Zim relayed the information.
Yes.
Yes.
And she's like, Rock, small Rock say something about show.
He will they will sort of like turn to you and say,
Yeah. Yeah, let's let's go. I think that would be fun.
And I guess Slink will just follow him over to the show.
yeah. And at this point you're heading over to the main the entertainment district.
Yeah.
Perfect. We will go from there then. That will be your afternoon. And as you do exit the temple, there is a chance, depending, what's your passive perception? Passive perception is is a 15. Yeah, you will like notice like two kobolds sort of like still chatting up interacting, sort of like on the dock as Mick, you find yourself leaving the main temple, and you'll see that were here at some point, and now they're gone. You didn't get a chance to interact with them, but you do see them from your vantage point.
So I saw them as I was leaving the temple, walked through the graveyard, and now they're gone.
Yeah. So from where you were. So as you were leaving, you would have seen them on the dock here.
Mm-hmm.
But given that you have this winding path to travel and they could just move and then head back, they're a bit ahead of you, so that you didn't really get a chance to speak.
Yeah, so what I said.
Yes. Sorry.
You're good.
All right. Moving on from that scene, Xemnas.
Yes.
You said that you were going to take a look at the School of Magic here.
Yes, there's a few things, a lot of unanswered questions, specifically with the pieces of, two of the notebooks, I guess you would call them, that we were able to pick up from the San Jose, one of which, I will remind that we did, repair, he did repair using mending. But moving on from that, he wanted to see if there was any important knowledge to be gained from the books, and B, if he could get some knowledge on the name of the name Opal of the Sea, due to the fact that that was the last thing he remembered hearing before he just passed the fuck out.
Yeah. And you're going to this the school to learn it, or are you asking around the ship or something?
I think me going around the pardon me. I think what I would do is, since I had to go to the ship to get the money, that I would probably ask Evan, since he's the religious one, if he is familiar with this, if he is familiar with the name Opal of the Sea.
Got it. While Slink would have been talking to the captain, you would reach out to the other members of the crew here. Let me also just ping and to drag the camera over. I know it's annoying, but I have to do it for stream.
No, I understand. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
You look out and speak to Evan, who's sort of like working on the ship, like has a couple nails in his mouth as he's like hammering in a new plank that like replacing some of the older rotted wood and like hammering in a new plank. I'm like, you need something?
Yes, information, if you have it.
All right. If you mind if I work, I've got a lot to do. I only have a few days here.
Oh, of course. Actually, he's gonna while he's speaking with Evan, he's gonna go ahead and start mending alongside him to help him expedite the process a little bit during this conversation. So during this conversation, Xemnas is gonna go, I have a question. You being a man of the cloth, seemed like you were probably the best person to ask of this. Or at least, I'm not sure if this is a religion or some sort of society. Are you familiar with a community known as the Opal of the Sea?
No. Not particularly. But, name does sound familiar. kind of think to himself as he's hammering. He's like, you can tell he's thinking because his hammering becomes like more slow and rhythmic rather than like just like, okay, let's get to work, let's do this quickly. And he's thinking, I can't quite tell if I'm familiar with something like that, but maybe you can check some of the records of the ship, or
He kind of displays the 2 books that he has in hand from the San Jose. This is. I'm not sure if any of this would become of it. Would come of it or not.
would you remind me what those books were about? Because I think I forgot.
So it's first ones. So the first one is just an incredibly vague description of. It was essentially a notebook that we found in the captain's quarters. We did not get a chance to skim to go through it. The most I did was mend it because the binding was starting to become undone.
Yes.
The other one
I was aware of
was
the first
essentially
one.
the first one was pretty much a journal that served half as a manifest of hauls that they have collected over the time, and then
Half as like a diary.
and then it transitioned into a diary. Yes.
Mhm. And the second book?
No, well, that was the first book was the journal that was the manifest into a diary. The second one was the book from the captain's quarters. Yeah.
Like this ship's, the Remembrance's quarters.
No, San Jose.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you're talking about the same book, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I picked up like 2 different books. Like quite literally, I asked him. There's one book we picked up from just
Wrong
below the
vibes.
captain's quarters, and then there was another book we picked up, but the binding was torn.
That's the
One was
same
protected
book.
by abjuration magic. One was not.
I'm trying to remember because I remember the one that was in the captain's room and one bound by abjuration magic.
Yeah, it was where that shred of the map was. It was right below. It was in that room.
That was the captain's room, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, there was one. There was one with the
No.
piano, which was the
No.
captain's quarters, and there was one below it, which had the goblets, the shred of the map, not the map itself that was in the piano, but what appeared to be a shred of some sort of paper.
I have to check.
Essentially,
Hold
the rooms were like adjacent, one above, one below. I would
Let me view
imagine that the
this.
first journal belonged to the first mate, and the other one would be for the captain.
Oh, I see. Yeah. If you show him the books, like he'll just say, I have not had an opportunity to read much of anything lately. Sorry, I don't know what's in it, but presumably we have some time. You're welcome to take a look through it now.
That was honestly my hope here.
All right. Cool. But I don't know anything about the opal. The opal of the sea. You're probably better off asking. For naval stuff, you're better off asking maybe some of the sailors on board. But the ones. Well, I guess we're all sailors, but
You
might
think
be better
Ali
off asking
know
the
anything
captain or
I was
Triana
gonna
or
ask-
something.
I was gonna ask, do you think Ali, being a storm sorcerer, he would know anything about this community?
Seems unlikely. The guy's kind of a dumbass.
He just kind of he kind of goes he kind of has a little bit of a chuckle and then just kind of dismisses it. Goes, he
Hmm.
he has he seems to be able to He seems to know a little bit in his own right, to be fair.
Fair enough. But not the wisest man. No.
Fair enough. So he's gonna finishing up the mending and going. All right, I'll see if I can grab somebody else's ear and I'll let go of yours.
He'll nod without turning to you and is still gonna like keep working. So do you take the time to peruse through the books here, or are you trying to find more information about something else?
So it's gonna be it's gonna be very difficult kind of juggling all of this, but so I've already got a good taste of what was well no I basically skimmed through that first journal, in all honesty. But he's gonna try to he's gonna try to get a he's gonna try to talk to, I guess, Triana or the captain, whichever would be easiest to get a hold of at this point in time. Where is Triana?
She had at this point got into town to buy like rebuilding supplies and provisions for the ship.
Ah, okay, so then that would leave just the captain.
Yes.
For now. I should say for now. Alright, so heading over to Capitan. As he goes, Sir, a moment, if you would.
He would be just like, you would probably catch him like as he's getting back on the ship after speaking to Slink, and Slink had just like run off.
Yeah.
Hi, what's up?
Well, sir, given that you have a specialty in a lot of naval law, I was hoping to get a piece of information. While he's sort of looking through the journal here from the first journal he got from the San Jose, the one being inventory/diary.
Mhm.
He goes, "Are you familiar with the Opal of the Sea?"
It's almost as if, you know, the Chris Pratt what meme, right?
Hold on.
The scene
hang
in
on,
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where Ego tells Chris Pratt that he killed his mom, and he just like, what? And then zero hesitation shoots him.
Oh,
I don't know. If not, then
Yeah.
don't worry about it. But that's not what happens in this scene at all. I don't know why it came to my mind.
fair enough.
But he's just like, what? And just like stares at you a little dumbfounded.
All right, maybe I should clarify.
No, I heard what you said.
No, not
I-
that. You see, he kind of expands. He goes, while a lot of us were resting below deck, an apparition appeared. Being sort of communicating via some sort of magic involving an ethereal state, and they called themselves the Opal of the Sea. I don't know if that's a community or some sort of cult. They
No.
apparently have some decent amount of
It's
magic
not.
amongst.
Boy, just. Give me an insight check as you look at him.
Yeah, alright. That bodes well. Being sarcastic. 19.
You were looking at a man who is anxious, frustrated, annoyed, uncomfortable.
Can Zimnus say that he is? Can Zimnus ascertain that this conversation is not helping by any shot?
You suspect that this conversation is what is causing the stress right now.
Zimnus goes, I
No, it's
take it
fine.
as Struxton.
Yeah. Just, do me a favor and drop this thread.
Drop the
Drop
the
this
thread?
thread you're pulling.
Okay. So don't bring it up to him.
Yeah.
Got it. He just kind of gives a slow nod in understanding, like he's not aware of what kind of chord he struck, but clearly it's enough to be just like, you know what? I will look for answers elsewhere.
Thank you.
Go. Yes, sir. In that regard, then I continue poring over these pages. Maybe get some knowledge from some knowledge that they've written down from the San Jose.
If you need naval knowledge, I can help you, but just don't look for the opal.
I believe they found us, sir. If they appeared on our ship.
He'll think for a moment and just does not say a thing.
Yeah, it's not like he's trying to push anything, but he's trying not to push, but he is letting him be aware, like they know and they may show up again. Is all he's trying to say.
You just say it. Listen, the opal is not a threat to anyone. Do not concern yourself with it.
Fair enough. As he kind of just kind of looks over at the crew that are working, looks back at the captain, goes, "Very well. I will get out of your hair then." As he just kind of awkwardly shimmies around.
You will see you will see the captain has always had that air of authority, but this is the first time that he's actually been I think for the first time, I think you were able to see the look in his face that almost appears haunted by something. And the look that he gives you is that of drop it. It is angry,
Right.
and it is likely not something that you will pry easily out of him.
No. I'm just Zimnus's intention was just kind of let him be aware of the situation. He has no reason to pry after being dropped, but he's just letting him know, hey, this is a thing on the ship, or might continue being a thing on the ship.
Yeah.
All right, so Triana's where?
Presumably went into town, into the market district to try and gather supplies for the ship.
All right. You know what? Zim's gonna hunt her down.
Sure. Give me a. You are trying to track a tracker, so give me a
Yeah.
survival check if you would.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Give me that
Uh,
+1 bonus,
Yeah, that's
whatever it is you're
fantastic.
rolling.
It's a 10.
That is a grade C, average as fuck attempt.
Yeah. I was hoping to. Do I have anything that could lend a hand here? Maybe. I don't know.
Familiar could give you advantage. Something else.
He doesn't have that spell, sadly.
All right.
All right. Oh well.
As you do
Yeah, but
look on, though, this is a bit of a weird call. Are you trying to hide yourself at all as you look around?
he has no reason to, so no.
Okay. Look as you look around. I remember when the Discovery of the book happened. I had it down to VOD. I'll explain before Zim starts their research. Okay. As you look around, and see, it seems like you've found moments like you're asking different shopkeepers who would sell repair materials and provisions that are designed for long trips, and you do see that she has been there. And after some time, it's nearing. At this point, you've spent a couple hours just looking,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
getting pretty it is maybe 7-ish at night as you're about to give up,
Ouch.
and you see you will see sort of walking down the street, sort of just being pretty casual, and eating a small apple, just a fruit that you can carry with them pretty easily, like oh, hey, fishman.
Kind
And
of
they'll
points.
get your attention.
He kind of just he goes with it like, right. Just the woman I was looking for, actually.
You were looking for me. I was looking for you. You were gone for several hours. Nobody heard anything from you.
The irony's quite thick. He kind of goes, yes, me looking for you, it's clear as day that I'm not the tracker here. As he kind of scratches the back of his head. He's a little bit embarrassed, but he goes, but there's something I've wanted to ask you that perhaps you had some insight on.
Sure. Sure. Is there, what is it? Sorry, I forgot to do my girl voice.
He kind of takes a deep breath and goes, all right, so for a little preface, when I asked the captain about this, he seemed to have immediately gotten a little, I would say the best way to describe it is very upset about the topic. But I asked him about the opal of the sea. Would you know anything of it?
He will sort of, Triana will sort of look at you like, what did you just say? And then just facepalm.
And you brought this up to the captain, didn't you?
You have to understand.
Did you? Would you have explained like the ghost or like the weird
Yes,
spirit
the
apparition?
ghost, the ghost thing. Like he was letting he's letting her know like he's been as transparent as possible with the captain because kind of doesn't want to. He's just trying to be honest, I guess. But yes, he tells Triana the whole thing. Yes.
You stupid, brilliant man. Okay.
He's
You-
saying he is genuinely confused.
So,
Context, please.
no. Brilliant for finding out, stupid for bringing it up. Oh, at least we're talking about this here. We can't very well can't talk about this on the ship. She will find like a bench nearby, and will end up like just seated, and like probably like against some of the
Yeah,
some of the
he'll
marketplaces here, and she'll just say, "All right, so the Opal was the name of the ship. His ship, first ship.
you see this look of just realization, and this look of realization just wash over him, and then it just slowly transitions into you start seeing the guilt settle in a little bit.
Yeah, shit was not good, very not good. See, we had encountered a ship ourselves. Well, for lack of a better term, a ghost ship. Around the southern horn of Africa. I believe it was called. Let me look up and make sure that this is correct. The ship flew a few inches off the water, flying above the seas, unable to even touch the water, much less the land. At first, we thought we were. As it approached us, we panicked and ran. And no matter how far we ran, it was always faster. Sailing for what felt like days, it was still hot on our tail. The ship didn't have any cannons to defend itself, and we were staring down the barrel of a war galleon. Even if the technology was antiquated, it was clear that it was enchanted in some way, and it was worth fearing. And as it approached us, as one by one the members of the crew gave in to the exhaustion, and it finally approached us, we were ripped to shreds. I was just some kid on deck, a stowaway. I'd managed to be barely useful enough to not throw overboard, but when this all happened, she'll pause, and you'll see that the pain sort of washes over her face too. I got grabbed onto
that was big enough to support me. I was not so lucky. Others were not so lucky. And you could see bodies floating in the sea. I thought that the captain had perished as well, but noticing that they were still breathing, pulled him onto this sorry excuse for a raft, and they nearly died. If you heard anything about the pearl, the captain is haunted by this, and it's very likely that the apparitions found you as well.
He kind of mulls over this whole story, and he kind of looks back over at Triana. He goes, I am terribly sorry about this loss. I can't say I'm a stranger to it myself, but that's neither here nor there. I truly am sorry. And he kind of looks back at the ship.
Don't worry about it. The reason why the captain takes on these long journeys from Spain to South America is in hopes of finding the cursed ship. He's not going to compromise the mission in order to hunt it down, no. But that is, if you ever wonder why the exploration vessel is so well armed with ballistas and cannons, that would be why.
Gives a nod. He goes, let me ask you one more thing, if I may. You clearly know the captain better than possibly everybody else on that ship. Part of me wants to apologize, but not sure if that would make things any worse. Your advice?
Pretend it never happened. And pray that the captain never catch a glimpse of a flying ship out at sea.
Kind of gives a nod and understanding. Zimna says, sadly, I've never been one for necromancy myself.
That's a good thing. Pats your sort of like punches your shoulder, like don't get into it. Shit's scary.
Yeah. Goes he goes, there's probably obviously some uses to it, but not for me. Not for me. I was notified by Mick, the Ganassi, that there was apparently that we have an RSVP for a big show in the entertainment district.
Ooh, fun. Is this the kind of thing that we tell everyone in the crew about, or is this the kind of thing we just leave hush hush and just enjoy ourselves?
From what I understood, because this is from sending, mind you, 25 words. It's sort of did the sending and say that Izzy kind of knows the entertainment, or
I believe it being Izzy's girlfriend was in the sending, yes.
Yes.
It was.
Oh, so that only Zimnis, Mick, Slink, and Izzy were were the group for the VIP thing.
Hey, you know, if
At the same
literally
time,
she does literally we've established that she is a difficult person to work with, and this is part of it.
yes. Not to mention, if I recall, the guard said that the list included anybody that Izzy deemed all right to, come with.
Any
And I think
guests that
that would
Izzy
involve
wished to
group.
invite, and which in their words made ticketing a nightmare.
I wasn't there.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it makes ticketing a nightmare.
But yes, you can, if you wish to keep it to a specific few members of the crew, or if you wish to invite them to the performance, you are more than welcome to.
I think Xemnas is working off of 25 words, so keep that in mind.
Mhm.
As he goes, to my understanding, Izzy has connections to one of said pieces of
Look.
entertainment.
Is he? The little one?
Yes,
Well, that's not very specific. The green one.
the goblin. Yes,
She. Crazy. I guess she is a corporate hire, but I
I'm
wouldn't
not
expect
sure
a
how
corporate position to grant you connections to a mythical isle.
I don't. I think this might be a. He kind of thinks about it. It's like, I think this might be a separate connection that's strictly coincidental.
All right.
But I believe. Go ahead.
Continue.
Sorry.
Continue.
He goes, I believe it's. I believe it's only appropriate to have. Probably inform the rest of the crew. That way, you'll get some sort of lightened experience in the midst of all of this hard work. You've all more than earned it.
So we're telling the whole crew? Or just leaving it hush hush?
He goes, I don't see why not.
Well, we've definitely got the money for tickets if we need it.
Absolutely.
All right.
He goes,
you can get a head start. I will, I'll let the others know. I travel faster than you anyway. And she'll just, head up and,
Are you sure about that?
she's
Are
a ranger.
you sure about that? Okay, and he got expeditious retreat, and if he blade songs, that's like 40 feet of movement.
Zephyr Strike
Are
gives you
you
quite a bit
All right,
of
fair
movement
enough.
speed as well.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, yeah. Okay.
It actually would be a close race between the two of you.
Yes, it would.
Because rangers are naturally just
That
a little
and-
bit faster, and Zephyr Strike.
Yeah, that and Rangers don't really get lost.
Mm-hmm.
And they always know where they need to go. Clearly, a thing you could benefit from.
Yes.
The disrespect.
You know what? I'll take it. It took me a couple hours to find
You
her.
rolled a
I'll take
10 to find a person, and
Yes.
you rolled so bad. The person you were looking for
Found
made
me.
it back to the
Yes,
ship,
yes.
was informed that started to get worried about you, and was looking for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm okay with this. I know my lane.
It's fully.
Okay.
Let me be clear. It's not a speed thing. It's not an intelligence thing. It's a wisdom thing.
Understandable.
Get back in your lane, book boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like that one nerd who also did ballet.
I didn't do ballet, but that's neither here nor there. Okay.
But did Zimnus do ballet though?
No, he.
Why not?
I would say this. He spent. I made him based off of a couple creatures that are specifically like in the Caribbean / like Gulf of Mexico. If he
Mm.
were to learn any kind of dance, it'd be he probably would have learned something from there.
Interesting.
Like a
Interesting.
Capoeira looking at. No, that's too Brazilian. Yeah.
That's. I mean, why is my brain working? Not working.
You're going to Brazil.
Gulf of Mexico. I mean yeah, that's not quite. Yeah, that's like Central America
Yeah.
at most. Okay.
All right. So she will like sort of say like, don't worry, I says something about like being faster than you and says, and even if it would be a close race, I won't get lost. And she'll give you a little smile, like rubs, sort of pats your shoulder, gets up and heads towards the ship to call
Yeah.
the rest of the crew to the performance.
Fair enough. All right. So he'll take that L.
Will I have been shopping during most of that?
Yes, you would. You would have gone shopping and then probably made your way over to the ship. It's actually
Dope.
made your way over to the
I hate it here and I want to go home.
You can never leave. You can never leave.
No!
Okay.
Stop! Please!
All right. You will grab everyone forward, and we will go a little bit back in time here, and do Marsham's shopping. So there
Yippee.
are 9 things on your list here, which are kind of
Mhm.
insane. So we have an instrument of the bards. That's a very rare item. A periapta food closure. Rare item meant for the captain.
Where did
Right?
Am I stupid? Oh, they're there. May have lost where I put the list for a second.
That's hold up, let me go through my own little list. That's
Okay, while you're doing that, by the way, what I mentioned earlier about the book. So, Nyan, it turns out you were kind of right. What happened was Boop had a slip of the tongue and had accidentally called the map that you found on the piano a book briefly. So the captain's log that you found that was like half log, half diary is the only book you found. And the other thing was the map of Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
so if you could have asked the captain about Atlantis itself, and that would have been less triggering than asking about his dead crew.
Listen, we already got the rundown for Atlantis when
Fair.
we reported to him. That bit was solved.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that book is still a mystery to us for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm doing the
Yeah,
math.
I just
here so
wanted to make
far.
that clear because I found it.
Okay. My bad.
You're good. You're good. Absolutely no harm, no foul.
Honestly, you're completely fine there, my man.
Also, to rotate icon, it's control and then scroll wheel.
2.5. No, not 2.5.
Thank you.
2,
Welcome.
plus
Yeah,
that.
I don't want to spend a shitload of time on this. We don't need to RP out my
No, I'm
my
just
shopping
doing the math
episode. Just
to
Yeah.
remove the gold here. I'm just stupid. So far you've
Yeah,
made it
and-
to 8,600. The base call. Roll me a persuasion check just to see if you can haggle this down.
absolutely.
So far you're at 11,100 gold pieces for all of the things that you've posted in Down and Drowned, taking into account the item that you posted, you DM'd me as well, that would
Mhm.
be another amount of gold.
I can't give myself inspiration. Can
No,
I?
you cannot.
I would have to wait
no,
until
you
like level
cannot.
10 or something for that, don't I?
Yeah. Did I close it and
Uh,
not actually read the number? Hold
trying
on,
to see
I
if
do
I have
remember the,
anything
yeah.
that
So you
might
would be
help me.
spending 13,000 gold pieces.
I mean, half of it's for the crew, so yeah, that's
Pretty reasonable.
yeah.
And I will also knock down about an additional 500 just for expenses for repairing the ship.
Okay. So you want a persuasion check?
Yes.
That's one of my things.
I'm
Any
aware.
situational bonuses or
No, I don't think so.
okay?
Unfortunate.
Fuck. Still at 12.
I don't think that's enough to get you any real discount, but it doesn't make it does. It's not. You're not like pissing off the
Yippee.
the man. So you do not.
I'll take it.
Currently, we are at just to list off the amount of gold inside of the remembrance, the token here.
Yup.
Currently, the remembrance has 318,000 gold coins. That is all of the magic items that Marsham, Nyan, and Jess have purchased, as well as repair costs for the ship. And the ship is now at a full 500. Will effectively be at can be considered at a full 500 out of 500 HP.
Nice.
So
That's great to hear.
obviously the instrument of the bards is mine. The perpetual momentum ring for the captain. That ring of telekinesis, like I said, I literally just want it to work like the telekinesis feat, like the invisible mage hand and like the bonus action shove. That's
Perfect.
all I want. I don't need a fantasy fucking actual telekinesis ring. The ring of the secret scribe is meant for McSquiggles. It's literally just makes it so you can write as if you had a quill without any ink.
Mm-hmm.
So literally just writing with your fingers and it never runs out. And the sending stones are going to Triana, and it's up to her who she wants to give the other half to.
Perfect.
And then the last item, is that included in the 13?
Yes, it was.
Okay, good.
Such
Shit.
mysterious choices here, Marsham.
Okay.
Why?
Here we go. Let me find the items. One of them isn't easily importable, which means that it's probably a newer item. I believe the secret scribes I don't have access to quite yet. Wait, it's a common
It's mostly a flavor thing. Yeah, it's a common item.
I might just not be searching for it. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Are you looking at like 5e tools?
Yeah.
Or in yeah, no, it's in there. That's where I found it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you
It's just a
you
simple-
only had the Griffin saddlebags? Because I don't see
I don't have any other additional content.
ring.
Rings, plural.
Oh, rings. That would do it.
Yeah.
There we have it. Okay. Let me Movement of the bards, the harp. And then we're gonna reflavor that as a hurdy-gurdy. Ring
Yippee.
of perpetual momentum.
For the Capitan.
Perpetual momentum. Then we're gonna get the ring of telekinesis. It would
If you
load.
want, you can just delete all the flavor text and stuff and just say, is the telekinesis feat?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
I already know what it does. Worst case, I'll just look it up.
Reactive wound closure. And we take sending stones.
To Triana.
And then the last item, the mysterious item that you DM'd to me, a
Yep.
bag of holding.
Definitely.
Oh shit, yeah, that's important. Muy importante.
Yes.
How much do those cost?
I thought someone else already grabbed a bag of holding, no?
That would be Ezzy's character, who I'm about to get to right now. Give me just a second.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Also, if you guys
Yeah.
want to take this
Please say.
time while
Like one.
while I'm sorting out the items, to use the restroom, take care of yourselves, do whatever you need to do for a few minutes, well, feel free to. This is going to take a sec.
Yeah,
But
no,
Izzy,
yeah. Also,
presumably you would have stepped out at some point and purchased something on your own. What would have that what would have that what
Give it about.
would that
You
have
can do it.
been?
The
Grabbing
items I
Brent.
would have. The items I would have wanted to buy was the Warhammer of Willpower, a Coral Shield Golem, and a bag of holding. Specifically, the Warhammer of Willpower, I think was a rare. I believe either rare or very rare. Let me relook. But the Coral,
Mhm.
but for the shield itself was uncommon, and the bag of holding was uncommon.
All right, the shield and the bag are both uncommon. That does mean, and you have one rare or very rare. What's the item called?
Warhammer of Willpower is the rare / very rare.
Very rare. The shield?
Not the shield. No, the shield's uncommon.
No, what's it called? I'll just look at what you DM'd me.
Coral Shield Golem. It's quite literally in Down Drown. Just scroll up. Let me.
I see it now. I'm just like wondering why I didn't just look it up myself. I feel silly. Coral Shield Golem and the bag of holding. The bag of Goodberry gummy fish. I fucking love that.
Berry. That bag of berries.
There's a bag of Goodberry gummy fish. That's so fucking cute. Oh my gosh.
Okay, the Warhammer is very rare.
Yeah, okay, so putting all that together, your haul would cost 6,000 gold pieces.
Damn.
So far,
You're
no one
gonna
has
roll-
spent more money than Mick.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna roll to see if I can lower that down a bit.
Yeah,
You are a paladin.
Yes,
Paladin.
You got the charisma.
yes, I have plenty
Charisma.
of charisma. Yes, charisma, very much charisma. Okay, let's see if I roll. Ooh, a 19!
Ooh.
I think that's worth like a small knock off the price. The cost will just be about 5,000 gold pieces instead of 6,000. So it'll be like a good 15% off or whatever the fuck 1/6 is.
Mhm.
Which will leave the final total of money from the remembrance at 313,000.
Nice. Mhm. Mhm.
All right. It is about nighttime here at this point for everyone. As you would have got back from your shopping, letting your, I was about to say your wife, your girlfriend, do what she needs to do to prepare the ship for the area. You would have gone out shopping, and as you come back, it is nightfall, and you see part of the ambient things, part of what is happening in Avalon. You will see that the night sky sort of fills up with magical energy, and at first you think it's like fireflies or something, but you will notice that it is like truly like fey starlight of some kind, as magical energy fills the very air within and appears almost reminiscent of fireflies, but it's just like motes of magic.
Mm. Very, very nice. Izzy is slightly embarrassed that she's still in her work clothes, and hopefully she'll be able to get that glamour back on her or somehow, but she doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Funny because technically you're small enough for minor illusion.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
But yeah,
Sadly, it is a spell I do not have.
Mm-hmm.
it most certainly is. You will see that the area has been sort of like lit up with a faint blue light that just sort of and there's like an energy humming through the entirety of the entertainment district. As all of you meet up here, and Izzy, you are greeted by a way larger crew than you were expecting, I think.
Hey. Izzy puts her hands together in front of her mouth and just takes a deep breath in with a bit of a 1,000-yard stare. It's like,
Yeah,
I
this
was
is something that you
expecting-
meant to like save for the diving crew, but nah, everyone came.
Okay, who fucked up here and told everyone?
Everyone kind of looks like a little confused, and I think that you'll see Giannis are like, I mean, hey, I told Zimnis that maybe it's the kind of thing you shouldn't invite everyone to, but yeah, not my fault. And she'll just head inside the building.
We're staying as a group. We're staying as a group here.
The guards will look at you, Izzy, like looking a little exasperated and like, so we have a group of 13 people.
Sadly, yes, I was meant to have like 4, but guess that cat was out of the bag.
Wait, were we not supposed to invite a guest?
No.
No.
Was it private?
You were allowed to, but
Was
you.
there any words of saying the?
I don't think that there was any word specifically saying no, but it is just putting a lot of pressure on the venue.
Izzy was trying her best to not put it too much pressure, you know? Just like, she respects the working class. She respects the fact that, well, she is well made and, well, she has to do this crap all the time, so she rather had them have an easier time.
Yeah. But
That's at the window.
the guards will just Just
Who dropped?
Zimnus. We can
Nyan
wait.
died.
No. No.
Play the Smash Brothers music because everyone is here. Really?
I.
You? Anyways, as the scene will sort of like progress. Yeah, he's AFK. Hold up, let me DM them. Hey. You good? Question mark?
So, while we're waiting, do we all just want a bag of holding? Do we want to say that we all got one?
No,
hold-
usually one is fine.
Yeah. Only reason why Izzy
How
has
rude.
hers because it's like she wants to be able to switch in and out with weapons.
You do
Yeah.
also have a place where
Unless
you
the
can
party
very
splits.
easily store things, which is just the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
but unless the party splits or we're in battle.
Mhm.
It's fine.
To be
Topia?
totally fair, you can treat the ship itself like you all have access to the ship's character sheet. You can treat the ship itself as like a bank or bag of holding where you can keep stuff.
Mhm.
True. Then again, it
I'm
probably
al-
would be a good idea to not have Slink have one of those bags with how sticky her fingers can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last thing we
Mhm.
need is like a slink.
It's
who
a
secretly
it's a-
stole
it's a
the
slippery
entire
little-
town.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
let's not
slippery
give
kobold
the
that can take whatever they want and nobody notices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't give the
Onion.
rogue a really high sleight of
Onion.
hand that.
What happened?
Everything just kind of, so here, I'll give you the rundown. So I grabbed went to the restroom, came back up. The audio was like super fuzzy, and I was trying to like my screen kind of went to like screensaver mode, and when I was trying to get through it, everything just sort of froze, and you guys were mid sentence, and all I heard was somebody go "Eee," and then it finally just went blue screen, and then I had to shut
Uh-oh.
back. I'm good now. I just need to get back to I just need to get back into Foundry.
Whoops.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for sure.
A sec.
Take
I'm
your
sorry.
time.
What all did I miss?
Well,
not
is
Not
he-
a lot.
Is he just kind of having a bit of a mental breakdown as everyone showed up? Well, she intended for this to be a small party.
I'm just sitting here like, don't look at me.
like
And trying
like,
to-
yeah.
I only told Zoom.
I only told Zim, and Zim told everyone.
Again, he's working off of 25 words.
Yeah.
No, it's very
20
it's a ve- I love the misconceptions. Also, I need to
20,
I'm sorry.
25 words and low whiz.
Mm-hmm.
I have never claimed to be wise.
The fuck? There.
I'm also realizing that I now technically have 4 items that require attunement.
Me too. That's why I'm gonna be just switching out whatever weapon I wanted at the time. You know.
See, for me, it's not weapons. It's because the I don't know if the Ring of the Telekinetic, or it was the Ring of Telekinesis, but I dropped it down to Ring of Telekinetic because it's just emulating the telekinetic feat. Would that still be
Nah,
no?
nah.
I'll just
Still,
remove the property.
still,
It's a good
I
thing
really,
to keep. It's a good thing to keep in mind because I
still,
forgore.
Yeah. So Izzy has a crab shield now.
Yippee!
Right.
Okay.
Don't
It's-
you fucking dare.
it's
You're
on
right.
it's on her back right now. It's like
Crib.
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 What is the crab? What is the crab's name, DM? I want to know.
Crib.
Is it sentient? Because it is technically a golem, so
It is a golem. Not all
It is a
golems are
golem.
sentient.
fair. Fair, but it has enough movement and the ability to realize that I'm giving the command to have you dawn on my arm so I can defend myself, that sort of thing. It has to have a little bit of sentience to know how to do that.
Yeah,
I
I think that it can. Oh god.
I bless you.
Fuck.
I bless you.
Salud.
Dying. Oof. Anyways.
Sound like someone just unplugged an
Not-
audio jack.
It's not like enough for you to how shall I say? It's not enough for you to have a conversation with the thing, but it does like it's like cat-like almost in its sentience.
Okay. I can work with that. I can work with that.
Can we name it Beans?
I actually have in a different campaign I have a familiar summoned steed called Beans.
Love that.
Actually it's not a summoned steed,
Awesome.
it's just a familiar a horse that they purchased and called him Beans.
Mm. So I have a quick question. Who else names this crab?
Croissant.
Actually, croissant actually sounds really funny.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna
The name for a crab?
a name for a crab shield thing. Croissant is probably my best. Croissant is probably my favorite one so far, actually.
You can call it Seb, short for Sebastian. Hot pot.
Calling a crab
California
hot pot
roll.
is the
I mean, it's no different than. It's no different
Honestly?
than calling a cow hamburger.
Who
Honestly,
does
for-
that? Who
I had
does
an
that?
uncle who raised. I had an uncle who raised 3 pigs that were intentionally raised to be slaughtered, and he named them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So
Here we go. Here we go. Here's some names for you. We got Bubbles. We got Claudette. We got Clawsome. Mr. Krabs. Shelly. Cancer. Krusty. King. Pincher.
Yes.
Pinchy.
My favorite
Skittle.
my favorite name to call someone Cancer.
Well, well,
I
you know, like the zodiac.
I know.
I
You
know,
know-
but it's like
for me. Never mind.
honestly, croissant seems fitting because she has a pig named Russet Potato.
that is true.
But croissant is a French bread, not a crab.
Croissant.
It's still fun to say.
Croissant.
It's-
Croissant.
Croissant, don me, don my arm.
Like sort of skitters on.
Oh, you're pretty quick. Nice. Well, get on my back, please. Thank you.
They can't talk except to say their own name, but it's like the Carl Weiser voice.
Reminds me
Yeah,
of a Pokemon.
Mm.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Sorry, I'm done.
Croissant.
Apparently,
Now
Boog
I have to-
isn't. Oh boy.
Honestly,
You've
I'm
started
gonna
something
drop this
to the
whole
store.
field.
To get a croissant.
Yeah.
Croissant.
You
Yeah.
have
I
you have
bought
opened up Pandora's
croissant.
box.
I already did that once. Just I wasn't opening anything. I was diving into a pool of astral brine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Izzy's
You-
gonna love the shield. Izzy's gonna love the shield.
All right, let me fucking grab all of you in a way that doesn't make me want to die. Because you are a party of 13. Can I just say, if this were
We're missing a person.
my concert, who are we missing?
Looks like Mick is not amongst us.
Mick. What the fuck? Where's the boy?
Wow.
Still at the cemetery, I believe.
Oh, excuse me. Sure am.
Hold up.
I got a decent memory.
I'd like to think we're probably going to be divvying out all of the items we bought for other people, like, the
Here.
following morning, rather than...
Or rather than here, yeah, probably. Actually.
Yes.
We're not,
That-
we're not going to be swapping expensive items in front of a venue. No, thank you.
Yeah. No way.
Bad idea.
That'd be a horrible idea. But you do get your little Barty Bard outfit.
Yippee!
Yippee. Yeah, you guys have
Listen.
spent tens of thousands of gold coins today. Also, this is the wrong
Listen.
vibe.
Listen,
Is it?
there's
'Cause I'm
no
digging
reason
it.
to be miserly about it. Plus, it looks like these people probably need the gold to, a little bit of an economy boost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
Very
no,
much.
they do have the ability to sell things, and no one's like really starving, but it is just like certain. It is easy to tell that certain things are just off limits and difficult to
Right.
obtain.
In that case, I'm not going to make a whole lot of fanfare about it. I am going to hand... if I am getting the armor, which I feel like we should probably do with everybody swapping items around.
Yeah. So just
You
give
can
us how
literally
much-
open your character sheets, click the item, and drag it onto the person you're giving it to.
Yeah.
Oh, I will.
Hog. Just making sure you know.
Wait a minute. Oh, there you are.
What did I do?
No, not you. Yoink.
Yonk.
So, to be clear, if I want to give somebody something, I just have to be, like, near or next to them.
Yep.
And just drag it onto them? Like, to their
Yep.
token?
Yep.
Cool.
I have I ain't got shit.
Wait, do you mean you ain't got shit? Didn't I
I
give you
like
items?
I don't I'm looking at my inventory. Nada.
I haven't given you anything yet.
Oh, I was referring to the stuff that I bought.
You purchased for yourself, yeah. Let
Yes.
me do that now then.
As well as we did do a What the fuck is this you're giving me?
Call it an exchange.
Okay, I am gonna look this up. Am I able to use? Okay, I am able to use this. Okay,
Requires attunement by a wizard.
okay, that works. I have a question.
Guess what? You get healing spells now, bitch.
Thank you.
Yes.
I have a question. Since it's the following spells are quote unquote written in a strange form of celestial, does that mean that I am able to read celestial while I'm attuned to this book, or how would that work?
A type of celestial only legible to the creature attuned to it, meaning that it's technically celestial, but only you can read it.
I'm just asking how far does that extend if I'm able to read this? Am I able to just read anything else celestial? Or
It is some weird magic, and you can't you know that this is no, you can't.
okay,
It's just some weird magic language you can understand.
all right. Figured I'd clarify.
I literally just like pat you on the shoulder and say something to the effect of, well, now that Slink's gotta do it too, guess what? Part of the healing crew. Get reading.
Read?
It goes, oh,
Um,
Zibis goes, oh, great. I won't feel as useless when people are falling.
what we reading? Is it important? Is it about Shiny Rock?
I gotta
Oh,
get rid of the
goddamn
scatter. 'Cause that's been
fucking-
utilized.
Fucking British spelling of glamour makes me want to die.
Right? I gotta get
Oh.
rid of spell scroll because that's already been used.
Yes, it has.
Okay, I will say, I'm excited for the demonstration of Izzy's girlfriend, but it's 11:30 already, and we have like statistical like in the background things we got to do.
Yeah.
Can we start next session with the show?
I vote for that. I vote.
I have a
I do have a
short
hard
scene.
cut off at 30 minutes.
I have like a short scene that would need maybe 10 minutes before I call it. Would that be all right?
Okay.
That works.
Sounds good.
All right. You
Boop,
all will
I know
be-
you.
I know. I'm aware of the time too. I'm aware. I know. I wasn't about to
Okay.
like start some shit yet, but I do want to like create fucking fuck you. It's the scene. Anyways, as you all step forward and crowd into the fucking room, you will be guided through and you will see that there is a massive like fuck off clam in the center with a strange mark of like oceanic mark there, and there's some like unseen servants playing instruments and preparing, and it's like the opera sort of like the orchestral warm-up situation, and you will be guided forward to the very, very front row where you'll be able to see and hear the music the very best, and just generally be able to enjoy everything gooder, methinks. And I guess since this is the odd one out, he'll sit there. But as you
Actually,
do,
he can switch with me, and I'll sit next to him. Shark bait.
all right.
Shark bait.
As you do here, you will see the music begin to prepare, the sounds of the orchestra warming up and doing its final tunings, and the little tap, tap, tap of a conductor's baton. And as you do, what the fuck am I looking at? You will see. There's a bit of a. You will see Thea come out on stage, and as she does, appears in this mist of bubbles. It is absolutely. Why is she no move? Why? Okay. Why you not seen? Why you invisible? What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck you.
Why are you gay?
And as this performance goes on, everybody give me a perception check. As you do. As you listen to this. Okay. Someone's focus on the music.
A
Is he?
15.
What plays is like I obviously can't play any like jazz vocal music, but think of like postmodern jukebox style, very like uh jazz cabaret band and
Wait,
music.
did that?
Sorry?
I'm sorry. Did the roll not go through? Hold on. Oh
Did
no,
you roll?
never mind.
Yeah, he rolled a 3.
Okay.
Fuck.
Well, you will hear this music begin to play. And as this number begins to swell into something a little bit grander, Slink, Ezzy, two of you begin to feel a little warm. Then you hear sounds of, and then from the from the hallway, not the opera house, you hear sounds of shouting and screaming, and it seems that the band hasn't really realized. And as you finally like turn around to look, you will see some light smoke. Like there's some fog and bubbles and magical motes everywhere, like that just like appear through the show itself. But what you're looking at here is actual real smoke with a very real smell. And then faintly coming from the front door, you see slight embers. Ezzy, do you do anything? Ezzy and Slink, do you do anything?
Alan should be sitting next to me, right? Am I saying this right, or
Yes.
is it?
You
Okay.
do. You are in whatever seats that you are in right now.
Yeah, Slink is gonna like kind of panic a little bit and like tap on Sin's arm like repeatedly, like pretty fast, like smoke, smoke, real smoke, no good. You see?
Is
And
she
as
directly pointing? That's my
Mhm.
question. Is she directly pointing me to the where this smoke is? Because I got a 3.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
He goes, what in
you
the? Oh, by the gods!
and as you look back there, you will see bursting out of the central rooms, of the double doors, and as you peer through in flames, you will see this woman on fire, sort of just uh it's not letting me click and hold. A woman on fire sort of walk in, bust down the door, flames coming out behind her, and she will just say, "Hi, Thea! I heard you were having a show without me. That's so rude of you. You wouldn't ignore me, would you?"
Fuck, it's her
With
ex.
a mad smile. And that is where we are going to end the session.
Uh-oh!
Motherfucker, did you just turn this into
Uh-oh.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Yes.
Drama!
Great, perfect.
I love the idea with a natural 1, Mick just turns and goes, oh, well, I wasn't expecting a drama twist to the show, but all right.
All right. That is where we are entering. It's very weird because they're like both like magical bubbles and like magical embers of all over the place. And there's this weird like water and fire dynamic, and it's Yeah, it's Thea's crazy ex-girlfriend, and that is
Great.
Yippee! What could
Yes.
possibly go wrong in a theater full of people? Fuck.
All right.
Well,
That's all I got for tonight. That's it. That's all. Go home.
Mhm. Yes. Izzy's gonna.
Well, that's
Izzy's
all,
gonna.
folks.
Yeah, Izzy's gonna have a hell of a time.
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. Let me quickly find someone to raid out to before we do call it. I won't play music. I'll save the song that I have in mind for this later.
Mhm.
For next session. But I hope you'll have fun. Feel free to tune in next week, and hopefully more gaming, more
Mhm.
game, more Ming.
Mhm.
Whomst am I going to raid?
Kind of saying that I picked the Warhammer of Will.
Sivenya malamisimala Venaya.
Nuh-uh.
No.
No.
I like this person's model. It's cute. That's basically it.
No you.
We're going to raid one Baffy the Safi.
Hey.
And they appear to be some demon like VTuber playing one enlivened by daylight. So tell them that they're poggers, tell them that they're awesome, and overall just take care. I hope to see you next session. Boop.
Hell yeah.
Well, now I have to
Fucking-
draw. Now I have